Hello there, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Ascended on the island, and after successfully rebuilding my main base in the ruins in the middle of the map, I felt like I wanted to do more rebuilding of ruins because I really enjoyed the process, and it seems like you also enjoyed seeing the results. So there's only one other big ruin on the map, and that's where my friends have their base. So after a little bit of discussing, well, I decided and they decided that it was okay if I would also be rebuilding those ruins. So let's check them out. Welcome to possibly the biggest ruins on the island. It's on top of this mountain, so hopefully the clouds won't get in the way too much and we won't be able to see anything. But yeah, the rest of my friends are all based here. They have their main base here. But I've been talking with them. You know, I rebuilt my ruins. Like, my main base is also in the ruins, and we rebuilt that, and pretty much we've done all we could there. So I was thinking about what other places, what other ruins could I start to rebuild? And then I came to the conclusion that the only other big ruins are actually the ones that they are living in. So yeah, I'm gonna start building here as well. I'm not quite sure how much of the rebuilding I will do. I will, you know, discuss with them if they mind, because I would like to, you know, try and rebuild these ruins as well as we did with the other ones. Probably try to do a little bit of a different style. I think most of these buildings, as well as you can see, are pretty big. Like, they're much bigger than my buildings. So I feel like that alone gives us the opportunity to do something a little bit different here, like still rebuild the ruins, but maybe bigger structures, just things like these big platforms. And up ahead as well, there's the very big platform with the big structure behind it. This is where they've built the biggest base of them all. So I'm still gonna discuss with them, of course, before I start doing anything. But yeah, depending on what they want, I will be rebuilding parts of it or everything or whatever they think is nice. Because this is actually interesting as well, because they painted the stone to be a little bit more aligned with the color of the ruins, which that alone is already very interesting to do, of course. So I might be looking into keeping that around. But I think there's also some places they haven't really built. I know there's something up here, but that seems very half done. So I'm not sure if that is still a work in progress or has been abandoned since, because I know they're also working on the ocean base they have. So maybe they're not really working. So we might start with something they're not currently using, or we might just jump straight into the main build. Really depends on, as I said, what they want, because I don't want to just start destroying their stuff and build something else, because I think that's more important. But even just not only the ruins, I probably want to build some extra additions, because there's a little bit of flat land up there. So I think it would be cool to, besides rebuilding the ruins, adding some cool new structures as well. So maybe, for example, here, make a new connection over to that rock and have like a big watchtower or something like that. Like, I feel like almost because of the bigger ruin sizes, like this could be, probably will still be buildings, but a lot of like maybe castle influences or like bigger towers, a little bit of bigger builds. And then you've got the whole top of the mountain here as well, which I think this is a taming pen. But yeah, this is also pretty awesome. Oh god, there's actually a saber tooth here. Sorry, my friend. Yeah, so this is also very cool, because you can see, if it's not cloudy, you can see actually the whole world from here, which is pretty damn cool. Like, you can see everywhere. Behind that mountain, that's where my main base is. And then on the completely other side, that's where my ocean base is. And then I might actually also be building something in the redwood soon. And then we started all the way somewhere over there in the south. And yeah, this is a pretty cool mountain. It always was a very cool mountain, but now with these ruins looking like this, it's a pretty amazing location. So yeah, I think I think we'll have to give it a go and see what we can do here. And the best part about this is because I build so much, because I mean, I love the building now in ARK, and I like building some cool things, but half of the time it's not being used, of course, because I don't need all those buildings. Like I can't possibly use everything that I built. So I kind of like the idea of me building some cool structures, and then my friends will just be able to, you know, use it and decorate it however they please, like put everything they need to survive and play the game in there. I think that is a very cool balance, because that means our builds will be used and we can have a maybe more realistic interior, like of a base actually being in use, which I feel like is also nice for these videos to show, you know, an option or possibility of how a base could look like. So yeah, this is the current state. I think the cool thing about this, we have a good before, and then we'll see the after. But before we arrive at the after, we'll probably have a couple of episodes of in-between stuff, like builds that we could be doing. So also, if you have some cool ideas that I could build there, either with you know, rebuilding some of the existing structures, like this whole build, or like the main castle bit where we're at before. I think there's also some more things, because I think there's also somewhere there's another platform over there, because there's another house there. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions for any of these locations, please do let me know, of course, because I mean, I'm always happy with some cool suggestions. Yeah, yeah, there's another, oh god, there's another build here, a little house. Don't know if it's actually being used or not. I haven't been around this base that much, because before we were two separate tribes and now we're kind of just blended into one. I guess this is a house. It doesn't look like it's being used. Oh, this is where the XP thing was. Come on, I can jump over this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is also. So this is, yeah, below is just the XP thing. So I guess there's no real connection to this platform. But it's still, yeah, they have a lot of cool platforms where you can definitely do some building on. So I feel like there's a lot of possibility here. Like there's a lot of cool options of things that we could do here, and places to rebuild. But as I said, I will have to discuss with them, you know, what I can and cannot touch and cannot rebuild. But there's still plenty of open space. I probably will start with one of those, and then we'll see what they want and they need. But yeah, I think it's going to be a very cool project. Okay, a little update on the ruins. As you can see, you might notice a little bit of a difference, as in I got rid of everything. I discussed this with my friends. It was alright. This is basically the biggest room there is. There's a lot of room here. We got this like main structure here, and we got this platform here. Plus, we even have a little temple area. So it's quite big. It has a lot of potential. Like we have basically an entire floor in here. Then we've got a built-in staircase. And we basically have another level as well. Well, yeah, there's not really a floor in here, but the foundations for a building are here. And a pretty big building as well. And you have these lovely little windows as well to look out of, getting the light inside of the building. So the big challenge is going to be trying to fit a build in here. But the structure itself is absolutely beautiful. So, we missed the thing here. But yeah, so that is going to be the main challenge, making something that fits exactly inside of here. And we got the connection to the rest of the ruins here as well. So it also needs to make sense that if you're by foot, you can easily go from here to all the other places. Now, you can also see that I have this little creepy bug. I'm calling him Creeper because he's kind of creepy. I had actually an episode in mind where I tamed this thing. I got this thing. But you might have noticed that I've been making a lot of ARK videos. And I might not have been cleaning my hard drive. So I thought I was recording the whole process. But it turned out it stopped after like 2 minutes. Which kind of sucks because it's a pain in the butt to get these. But I have it, and it was really nice because I had a lot of stuff that was there, of course, because that basically their entire main base was here. So the forge, vaults, full of stuff, dinos like Rexes and everything. And to move them from there to there, even the dinos would have been pretty annoying because of the way these rooms work. It's not really easy to walk Rexes around here. But with this guy, it was really easy. I love the fact that it can just pick these structures up, because like this, I could just pick this up and put it down somewhere again. I'm not gonna pick anything up here because I placed this pretty nicely. But yeah, it's so nice that you can just pick something up. You can just carry it to wherever you need it, and everything that is inside of the structure will just go with it, and that is so great. So yeah, if you know the before, then you know this wasn't all here. This is basically everything that was at the place I just showed you, the place that we're gonna rebuild first. And now everything is here. So there's a lot of dinos here, feeding troughs, and then this has become the main base now. So all the storage is here with all the stuff that was already inside of it. All the structures, all the crafting things are here as well. And then here, down here, we've got some air conditioning. We got the rest. We got the artifacts. We got the little ovis, and we got the beds as well. So the whole base has temporarily moved in here. The main building that I'm going to be working on first is gonna be the main building. So it's gonna be a big build. It's gonna be castle-like, I think, because it looked a little bit like a castle, like it had towers and everything. And I think that's still the kind of vibe that we'll want to go for. So it's probably still gonna be like quite grand, and then this balcony is probably gonna be integrated with the build in some way, trying to maybe make something nice with pillars, and definitely something with enough windows to appreciate the view. Did this tree just instantly grow back? Because this was their base. Oh my god, it instantly came back. Look at all these trees growing back now. Nature has instantly taken over this place. That's pretty insane. But yeah, it looks nice. So yeah, this is the before. I thought it would be nice to show you the progress, because I don't know how far I will be getting in this video. But at least for now, we can see what the original structure was like. And then we'll see, maybe at the end of this episode, we'll have a little start. But in at least the next couple of videos, we'll hopefully see some nice progress here of a new nice looking base in these ruins, because I'm excited. I see a lot of potential. Oh, there she is. Welcome back, and as you can see, I have started building, and I actually love this side addition to the build. Like, it looks like it's built straight onto the ruins, which I mean it kind of is, but yeah, that really looks good in my opinion. Now it's nowhere near finished yet, but it is a pretty good start. So let's get a closer look as well. So what I've decided to do, after discussing of course with my friends, is making this little temple area basically into a little bit of a garden. So you've got some places to just sit back and relax, and we got places for all 10 artifacts. So there currently is about half of them here, and there's still 5 spots left to be filled in. But yeah, it's just a so nice looking area already of the ruins that I kind of had to go for it. Probably will be clearing out a couple of more trees around here to get back the view, because as soon as I deleted everything that was built here, a lot of the trees started growing back, which of course is great, because we definitely want to keep as many as possible. But we definitely, for example here, want to be able to enjoy the view over the rest of the world. But yeah, so that's the little start. And then of course we have the main structure. So there's 2 parts to this. I first started with just going inside here and basically laying down the foundations, making sure everything aligned. So we got our exit here to connect to the rest of the ruins, go up all the way to the top of the ruins. So yeah, you have this little nook here, probably for some storage or whatever, I don't know. The decorating is probably going to be mostly up to my friends that actually will use this as the main base. Although I might actually also spend a lot of time here because it's going to be pretty cool. Then we got this extra bit that just lined up perfectly, basically, to allow me to build a little balcony here where again you can enjoy the view, and I can introduce a little bit of wood to the build to add some extra details. And I think this is one of the best examples of having integrated my build with the ruins. I really like how that came out. Now this is also a very epic addition. This is a toilet. Yeah, don't ask me why. It was there, and I promised that I would bring it back in the final design. So of course I focused on that immediately. And here we got again some windows to get the beautiful light in and use the main structure. You can see that I left some room here and basically made... Oh, I need to place a pillar here again. I basically made sure that the wall connected all the way into the original design, and then just left it as is. And then we have this second layer where, yeah, as you can see, you have quite a little bit of space as well. And on this side again we have a little balcony to enjoy the views, etc, etc. And then we can go up another layer where we are finally at the top of the ruin, and this is probably where I'm gonna have to start the actual build itself, because so far we've mostly just been rebuilding the structure below. Not quite sure what I'm gonna go for like this design and whatever it's gonna look like. I still need to get some inspiration, but I think we can make something pretty big and pretty epic here. And I managed to connect this circular tower to it, which I really enjoy. There were two towers, of course, in the original design that was here. Like, it was almost a little castle looking. So I decided I wanted to at least get one tower back in over here to honor that design. We got another little balcony here to, and again, enjoy the views, and of course mostly just to add some extra details. And it actually has a fully working staircase into it, and actually a couple of layers where you could I guess do something. I don't know what you would do here, but it is a possibility. I just wanted to make sure it was as functional as possible. This ceiling is the wrong way up. I guess I made a couple of mistakes. I did this quite late at night, so yeah, I guess that might be why. Yeah, so we got a couple of floors, all different like window styles and stuff like that to have some variation, mostly on the outside. We got a little porch here with a little garden because there was some dead space there. And then we have another exit or entrance, I guess, to the tower here. I kind of like what I did on the tower. I had to just find ways to add details. These parts in the middle there, I kind of enjoy the way they look. Like, I managed to connect the fences back to the building to look as some kind of supports. But yeah, I do kind of like that. And then, of course, we have the bigger balcony up there as well to add some extra detail. I think that's a pretty good start to this build for sure. Like, it's nowhere near finished, of course, but I at least wanted to show a little bit of progress in this video and, yeah, show you kind of the way it will grow and turn into, hopefully, something very cool. But, yeah, I was struggling a little bit when I started. It's always a little difficult when you start out, first to line up everything and start the rebuilding process, and then also to try and find ways to actually make it look cool. But especially these side bits, these balconies, I really like the look of them. And then there's another one here, of course. Yeah, I think adding the wood to these otherwise very stone structures really helps out, bringing some variation in materials and just make them stand out a little bit more. I will be painting most of the stone, if not all of the stone, in the color that the original build had, which I believe is parchment, but I'll probably wait with doing that until, you know, I am pretty much done building, because otherwise I'll just keep painting and every time you pick something up it changes back. So for now we're going to keep it like this, but we'll definitely will be painting it to look like the original color, because I kind of liked the way that looked. Now, thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and feel free to subscribe. And if you want to become a channel member to support the channel, I would very much appreciate that. So far, we've got 2 channel members, absolute legends. For the first tier, it's just €1, so it's not even that expensive, and you get a new Discord channel on my Discord where you can chat with me. And for the second tier, you actually get early access to all the videos. As soon as I have them done and scheduled, you'll be able to watch them early if you like that. But anyway you support me, even if it's just by subscribing and liking, is very much appreciated. I've been having a lot of fun with ARK, so there will be a lot more builds and ARK videos coming soon. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.